me, Day, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, what's up? I'm Dayna. Today's look is inspired by a show called Supernatural. I've already primed, I've already moisturized, I did a little bit of color correcting and a little bit of concealing because I got some pimples. Gotta put that green all over. If you guys are interested in seeing what I do to achieve the look, keep on watching.
Alright, to start off, we're going to use Krylon Wax, some Spirit Gum, and Vaseline. First, you just coat your fingers in some of that Vaseline and start warming up the wax. To make it a little easier on myself, I kind of just drew a line where I wanted the scar to go. This is a product that I found is really difficult to work with, so that helped a little bit. You're just going to put the Spirit Gum on and wait for it to get tacky, and then with your warmed up wax, you're going to put it on your face and then just kind of start blending it out with your fingers, and if you've got too much, just take it off. I found that if the spatula is like a little bit warm, a little bit heated up, it's a lot easier to work with the wax, so I just kind of used a candle to warm the spatula up a little bit. Be careful if you're doing this not to burn yourself. Then just blend until you like it, basically. And this is only a couple seconds long, but this literally took me like 20 minutes. So take your damn time. Once you're happy with the shape of it, coat your fingers with some Vaseline and just kind of smooth it out. Smooth the edges out a little bit more. And then I took Clinique's Beyond Perfecting Foundation and L'Oreal's Infallible Foundation and mixed those two and put them on my face. Then after the foundation was on the wax, I used a stippling sponge to kind of add some texture, and of course I went over my entire face with some RCMA finishing powder. I used some concealer to cover up my discolored eyes so we could make the eyes more discolored. Makes sense, right? Yeah. Then I took Ben Nye's Ultimate FX palette in that bright red color. It's called Fire Red. And I started adding some color to what's going to be the scar once we open it up. Just started using some reds and some purples and kind of blotting that on, but I used a ripped up sponge so it wasn't clean and neat, and in between the colors I would go in with a clean sponge to kind of blend it out a little bit more. Just take your time, doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to go at like the speed of light. This entire look took a while. I also went back in with the stippling sponge to kind of create some more texture and covered it up with a little bit of foundation because it got a little bright, and then I took the spatula and just made a mark, or not a mark, a line. And that didn't take the wax out first time around, so I just kind of started playing with it and slowly pulling the wax out from the little area where I wanted the scar. And then I took that fresh cut color, just kind of a deeper red, and put that inside the cut, just like that. And then I took the bruise color, which is a darker red, on top of it to kind of create a little bit of depth. And of course, back at it with that stippling sponge. This time I was kind of just trying to push the edges down because they came up a little bit, and I just didn't want to have to do that whole thing over again. Now the eyes. I went in with that blue, which is Vein from the palette, and I'm going in with to the inside of my eyes, and I'm kind of alternating between the colors and a clean sponge again. I also went in with that purple color to create some pretty little discoloration. And then of course under my eyes, because gotta do that. And instead of adding red, I kind of added that like a coral color, like coral looking color. That's the color I think it is. It's called capillary, why can't I say that? Stipple. Then I took the Morphe 35N palette in that purple shade and kind of just went over what I did with the cream paint. Just like that. Added it to the outside of my eyes a little bit. Didn't mean for it to kind of look like I was trying to do like an eyeshadow look, but whatever. And then I added it to my nose. Went back in with the cream purple. And my lips were super washed out, but I didn't want to give them like a bright, vibrant color, so I just kind of warmed them up a little bit with that capillary stipple color. And in the show, Sam has like a little scratch on his eyebrow, so I used a couple different reds to create that and blended it out so there weren't any really harsh edges. Then he's got a little mark right there, so I did that too. And once again, blend it out so there's not any harsh edges. I ended up adding some lashes. I have no idea what lashes these are. They've been like in my little beauty place for so long and I don't have the package for them. Then I added just some mascara. I used It Cosmetics, and with some brushes that already had like color on it, like purples and stuff, I went in under my eyes just so my under eye wasn't so bare. And finally, one of my favorite parts, I used Ben Nye's Fresh Scab Blood and put that in the cut because it looks cool. Alright, now the most tedious part of this entire look, the veins. I started with just like a brown, I think it was like an eyebrow pencil or something, to kind of trace out where I wanted them, and now looking at the footage, I definitely should have freaking sharpened this pencil. I'm so bad at that. Like, I never sharpen my pencils. It's whack. And I carried the lines up onto the forehead, and if you mess up, not a big deal. Just smudge it on out. Thankfully, this is a pretty light colored brown. It's not that freaking black that we're going to be putting on in a second. And they don't have to be perfect. So after I kind of just got a base idea, I went in with the black color from the Ben Nye palette and just started going over some of the lines. There were some lines that I didn't go over and I ended up erasing. You just go slow and figure out what you like as you're doing it. And I used a Q-tip, just a little spittle on it if I messed up. And eventually I will go over some of the more messed up parts with concealer. And this honestly took me so long. I have the shakiest hands and it's so frustrating trying to like be steady. Like, this is why I don't wear eyeliner very much, because it just looks wacky. But practice is perfect, I guess. So if it doesn't work the first time, erase it and do it again. I mean, you'll be there for a while, but like, whatever. And then before I took the black onto my face completely, I went in with some like gray and black from the Morphe 35N palette to darken up like my hairline, because it's light and it just kind of looked weird going from like hairline to just like black looking veins. So I wanted a nice transition. Just would blend it out and go back over it. Then I continued doing the black veins, and like I said, I didn't use all of the brown lines. I ended up doing lines that weren't there even. Just do what you feel like doing, boo.
Alright guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you're a Supernatural fan, let me know in the comments or something. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!